Hey y'all, it's Melissa at MessyMissy Creates. Let's put this thing together. I got all my pages ready and I have my stuff ready, my binding stuff. And yeah, first we need to put the pages together. Remember, we didn't have to redo the inside cover pages. This is dried a little wonky, but it'll straighten itself out in a minute. So let's look at how we want to put these pages together. First I need to find my cover. So I want the cover to match this. I put the piano pages back because I pulled 2 pages out of this pack. Remember I mentioned this pack that Hope had given me in Happy Mail? And it had some really pretty papers in it. So I could have used one of these like palm tree. Anyway, there was 2 of each papers in there, so I can make tags and stuff with the rest of them. But anyway, and pockets and all that fun stuff. So I really was going to, when I pulled out the piano pages, I was going to just add more of these, but I went ahead and I was able to put these together. So I went ahead and used these papers. This is the roller skates with the disco ball, and so is this one. And they matched okay, except that one needs to go like this, so the roller skates are upright. I do have some pages that are directionally, they matter. Direction matters. So I need to make sure to pay attention to that. So I only have 4 of my dyed papers, which, like I said, I had planned on using more of those, but these were double-sided papers, so I did want to use a couple of those. So first off, let's pick what we want our cover to be. Now, I don't think I'm going to go with this one because the blue doesn't exactly match. This is more of a green blue. So let's put those to the side. I know I'm not going to use that. This one would match. It's kind of that same green. Now keep in mind, this one's not going to get journaled on the front or the back, and that actually might make me happy because that matches the back too. It's a little darker shade of that green, but it's the same kind of shade, which makes me happy. So that's a definite, that's a possibility. So we'll set that here. This is probably not, that's not. We already said this one was a possibility, but that one's gonna be more fun to journal on than it is. So I'm gonna let that one go into the pile. That one's not going to match very well. It would match the fabric very well, but I have enough of these blues and stuff in here that I want to play on this blue since I kept it in here. This one wouldn't look bad. And see, I was able to use that red and pink flower tape that I don't get to use very often. This one has possibilities because this bluish green right here matches that. I'm gonna put that to the side. Oh, this one's a possibility. Huh. Well, I have more possibilities than I thought I was going to have. I'm not as in love with this one as the others. This one is a possibility. What does the other side look like? I could do it this way. No, might as well do it this way. That way you get to see both. So that's a possibility. This one is also a possibility. That would definitely look good with the back. Not sure. Let me think. I wasn't planning on having this many options. Okay. So this one would work too, but it's not my favorite. So we're just looking for the front page, right? Okay, so I think since I like, and I'm sorry if I'm talking loud, I get excited. I think if I'm talking about a paper that I think this roller skate paper would be one that I would have a harder time journaling over. So I'm leaning towards this one. That way, because, you know, you're not going to journal on the back. And if you do anything on the front, it's usually just going to be the month and maybe the year or some cute image that would match. I did resist the urge to buy an applique. I have some appliques, but I don't know if I have a roller skate, but that would match. But anyway, this is a good opportunity to put something fun and cute. I usually don't take that opportunity. I think about it all month and then I don't do it. But I'm thinking this might be my choice. As opposed to, I mean, any of these would work, obviously. But yeah, these I'm not going to have as hard a time journaling on top of. Maybe the happy faces. That one might be harder for me, but probably not as hard as the roller skate. So here was the other option, but that's not, I don't like that one anymore. Okay, so this is our cover. We've decided that. Which makes me happy because this was the only paper I had with this dark green in it. So I was able to match that to this side of the paper. And that worked out, and that tape kind of tied the colors together. So that worked out perfectly. So that's my cover. So what page do I want next? Well, eeny, meeny, miny, moe, right? Because they're all going to be great. And they're all going to match. Let's see. I could do this one. This is, no, because this is the exact, I mean, it would match. I don't have any worries about it matching. But I don't know if I like that together like that. Let me see what this one would look like, because this one's pretty busy. This is the other green that's a little bit different, but it is in that color right there. It's in that piece of paper right there. What about that? No. This may take me a second. Let me try one of these papers and let's see if we can, if we need to use, not that one. Let's see if we need to use one of these right off the bat. Almost thinking this teal one. This doesn't have any yellow in it other than the tape. This is not really, it doesn't really match that. That doesn't really match that. And see, keep in mind it's going to be together over here too. So I'm thinking either this one, what would that look like? That's not so bad. This is not so great, but it's not so bad, if that makes sense. All right, let's try it and see what happens. Okay, from here it should get easier, other than I have, wait a minute. I have an idea. Let's see. Okay. Let's do this. What if we did this? So these are the two papers that kind of went together. They were in the same paper pack. It's very different. It has the same tape on it. Maybe that's why I'm okay with it. And it's totally different. I'm not trying to match. I mean, this matches this, obviously, because it's the flip side of this. So now I have this, which I would have really liked for my center page. But now we have to match this again. So now let's try to bring in either the teal or what about one of these happy faces? That doesn't look horrible. We may spend more time looking for paper order than I had planned. let's see. This is just white on the back. Okay. So these were the only 2 double-sided pages that I had. So I hate to use them in a row. So what if we do this? Here we go. Now we're cooking. I could do it with this one too. So now we have just white, which obviously matches that. And then here we have sunshine, so that's going to be easy to match. We have some happy faces. We have some yellow with this same teal. These flowers don't match, but let's see. Oh, that's double-sided too. Okay. So that would give us that one. That I do have teal in it and yellow, so that makes me feel a little bit better. Let's see what this one looks like. I have one more double-sided paper. Ooh, that one's pretty. That one matches, I think. And it is about time to use one of, well, maybe not. I was going to say it's about time to use one of our dyed papers. That one would be the perfect time to use that. And then this one could go here. I have no preconceived trying to make a certain day, a certain page, or anything like that. I'm just trying to use what I have and like it. I like that. Let's see, what does this look like back here? That looks good. That looks good. And that looks good. Okay. So we're on a roll. So I haven't used a, I thought I just did. Yes, I did. I used a dyed paper in there somewhere. So this one has teal. And this one has teal. So, I mean, otherwise it's white. It just has some teal in that tape. So this one I could put here with the sunshines, right? This is not a double side. Oh, I can't forget about this one. Well, let me forget about this one. Okay. So this would go here. I would have to match this one. I am real tempted to make this my center page if it works out that way. I'm almost... Nope, I kind of like this one. I kind of like that one. It has flowers around the little happy faces. And it's got the gold. And it's got that red. So I'm happy with that. And I can use this one. And then I can use... Let's say I use this one. Let's fold it this way. Because we kind of have that tie-dyed look in that tape. I mean, now by the time we get stuff on here, you're not going to see all of this, but you are going to see some of it. So I do want it to look good. So I'm down to, okay, I should have used another... See this would have looked good with that one. I only have 3 papers left and 2 of them are, oh wait, look, this is perfect. But, and then this would be that, and then this would be my center. I don't know if I want that to be my center. I wanted this to be my center if at all possible. What does the back look like? Okay. Either that or we fit this in. How long have we gone? It's not going to take us that long to bind it. It's all put together. So where could I have slipped in this orange paper and not changed too much? Let's see if it would have gone here. That would look okay. Let's start from the front. we're not necessarily counting pages. I know how many pages I have, but I do want to make sure that it all works out, because it's, you know, it has been known to not work out before. And I am running over a little bit, not much. Okay, so cover page, this would be day 1. And this would be day 2. This would be day 3. I'm wondering if I should have put that peach one in here. Day 4. Day 5, I love that. Day 6, 7, 8. This is where we changed. 9. Oh, but it's got that kind of that same color tape on it. I don't know if you can see that or not. What was the 9? This is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Okay, let's see what the back sides look like. That's not my favorite, but I'm wondering if I should change out. No, I was thinking about changing this one out for the teal. No. Which one was I thinking about changing out? No, that was it. Yeah, maybe this one. But I don't think that this pink is going to look any better than with this than this teal does, right? Maybe a little bit. Let's see. Where did we have that? I did the teal here because of that ribbon, and I think I probably just messed up. But let's try it anyway. Let's see if we like it any better. Because this is important stuff, right? It's going to be our journal for the whole month. So, okay. So, this is where we changed. So, we don't have to start over. But, I mean, that's okay. It's obviously the only reason why I did the pink before was because of that washi. But this looks good with this page right here. So, I like that. I mean, the pink looked good with it too. But I think the pink is going to look better with this. And that's that. And then this is where we had the problem. I don't mind that pink and green. I didn't like the teal in this green. Okay, so we solved a problem. It's not perfect, but that one will have a white page. With the backs are not going to have the washi strip down the middle. I'm also trying to make sure that everything that's supposed to be upright is upright. Let's see, where did I might as well be counting. I know I've got 16 here, so this is 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, that looks okay, 24, do we like that any better? Maybe. 24, 25, 26, 27, so pretty, 28, 29, oh I love that, 30, not loving that. Okay, this one does have that on the back. 30 and 31, which August has, I think 30 days, doesn't it? Let me see. Nope, it has 31. Okay. I had to check my calendar. My calendar's still on June. Okay, and that's the back page. This is okay. It's not like my world on fire, but we can cover that with something. This is not pleasing my eyeball at all. But we decided to go this. I like a lot. This I would not like a lot. This I would like a lot. That I would not like a lot. Okay, so let's go. How did we have it before? Uh-oh. Oh, I messed up. Did we have that one there? And that one here? I don't think so. I think we had this one here and this one here. And then that there, yeah. Okay, we're ready. That one's just going to have to do. At least it does have the orange and the pinks in it over here. So that's how we have it. So let's sew her in. All right, so I'm going to pack these down as tight as they go. If I had known which order I was going to do them, I would have trimmed off. See how, if you're new to this, I know that you who make journals all the time know this already, but your outer cover, as you go in, your pages are going to get longer because the outer pages are going to be shorter. So if you have some sticking out, now I usually give myself plenty of room, so I'm not going to trim them off. But if you had issues with some of the inside ones, you could take them just like this. If you had a good trimmer and trim down and make your pages even, I'm not going to do that. I am, however, going to pack them down with a ruler as tight as I can. Oh, I do not have, dang. I was going to, I had planned on putting in some little fun pieces here and there. I have some small doilies that I could add, but I don't know that they really, these are so small, they don't give a lot. And I don't know that I have a lot of things that would really add to the journal. Let me look in this bottom drawer real quick. Just for like short pages, or, I mean, I have like flashcards and stuff like that. But most of that stuff, I just add to it. I don't typically sew it in. So anyway, so we're not going to do that. I did plan on looking for some things that I could add in just as little, like little pieces of something. And I could pause the video and go look for stuff, but I'm kind of on a time crunch today, so I don't think I'm going to do that. Now, I have like smaller pieces of like this, or, you know, stuff that I've already cut down from that paper pack, but it's stuff I was using to make pockets and things with, so I think I want to continue making pockets with those. So let's just pack this down, and unless we just think we need a small doily somewhere, but those are really too small to add much to them. So I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to, yeah, I'm looking. Nope. I think I'm going to do what I normally do. Stick with what I know, right? Okay, so I'm going to paper clip these together because I've got them all packed in. I had them all packed in. Okay. I saw one escapee. That's why I was repacking. And then once you have this kind of bent in like this, if you open it all the way, it's going to spread the pages out. I mean, if you keep it open the whole time, it won't change anything. But if you open them and then try to close them again, see, I just left that flop open, but not completely. but it changes the placement. When you open and close it, it changes your placement of your crease, your spine location. Location. Okay, so I need this to bend normally. Okay, and I want to put that in as close to the center as I can. I'm gonna just bottom justify it because my pages are exactly the size I need them to be. Now, this is a thicker spine, so I don't know if it's going to... Right now, I'm just clipping my cover on. Okay, this is where I want it. So let me flip it over and do the same thing here. And that way it stays in place. But if I were to open this up all the way, it would shift the spine location. Does that make sense? I've already shifted it a little bit, so I want it right there in the center. So I want to keep it kind of this angle. I got my big chomper out just in case. I normally will just poke through the papers and the spine all at the same time. I kind of find the middle a little bit and try to go in at a straight angle and hope that I'm going through the spine in the correct place. It's not exactly center. Let's try that again. Let me stand it up. Now, oh wait. Hold the phone. All right. My top has a top. I need to make sure that my pages are lined up, facing up, that the ones that matter. Let's see. What's this one? Okay. There's that. That looks okay. That looks okay. Okay, I only had a couple, and it was mainly this roller skate one, the front cover. And yep, the roller skates are facing up. Okay, we're good. Whew. Okay, had a momentary you know, little moment there. Moment of panic. I'm trying to come in a little more. There we go. A little more in the center. I'm going to move my thing around, my pokey tool around, to try to really get a good hole in there so it'll be easier to come back. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I do like a thumb's length. Now that varies depending on how long my thumbnail is from month to month, but it should be about the same from, you know, in this journal, right? Okay, so that went through right in the center, or pretty darn close. I'm gonna, as we say in the South, wallow a hole. And then I'm gonna flip it back over and get a thumbnail, or I do it like to my first knuckle. I try to make sure I have this perpendicular to the book so that it goes in at a straight angle, so that when you go to put the needle in, and that one's not perfectly in the center, but we're gonna let it go because it's pretty close, and hope like crazy we can get the needle thread. Now, I had picked out these threads. I have more if I wanted something brighter. I have like, this one is a hair brighter. I don't think so though. I think I like these tones with the cover. I thought I was gonna like that one. That's why I kept this one out. And Now, maybe I do like that one better, but I was thinking the darker one. I don't know. I do like that one. Okay, we're going to go with that one. I did get my big chomper out, excuse me, and my eyelets, just in case I need to, or needed to put eyelets in that spine. If I can't get my needle through there, or if I couldn't get the pokey tool through there or something like that, I was prepared. Okay, so I found the end, and I really like this color. Now, you know, I could have gone with the teal. I didn't even think about that. Let's just peek, just in case. See if we have anything in this teal color. How would that look on it? I mean, it would bring out the teal, but I don't know. I still like this peach, I think. So we need 3 lengths. So that's 1, 2, 3, and a little bit more because I always have to trim it down. And where are my scissors? Oh, on my left side. Why are they on my left side? Okay. So let me put that one back in there. That one back down there. And I'm going to be good, and I'm going to put away all my stuff when I get done with this video. Right? And that way my room will stay clean. All of my stuff from this project anyway. Now, obviously, some of it will stay out in my, I have these baskets that I have what I call project baskets. And so, like this journal and all of this washi that I used, well, I am going to do a washi reset this month, so it'll go in its little container. And then the papers that I want to use, the pockets that I want to use, everything I try to keep in one basket. Okay, so here we go. I like my strings on the outside, so you start on the outside. It's harder to start on the outside, but if you went in at a good angle, sometimes I have to push. Let's make sure it's going, it is going through in the right spot. Very good. Okay. Sometimes it's hard for me to grip that. So I push it with something flat, there we go, until I can reach inside and grab it. And then you want to leave, I usually put a little, clip on the end of mine. But I don't think I'm going to this time. Okay, so then you're going up through either the top or the bottom. But you want to go kind of at the same angle that you put your pokey tool through. See how it's going right in that hole? I just need my ruler to push because I can't grip that needle. My needle was sticky too, and that's not helping. I went through tape last time, I guess, and did not clean off my needle. Okay, but it's helping me grip it and pull it from this side. Okay, so just make sure you don't pull your thread back through. And then you're going to go in through the bottom, or the opposite end of where you went in last time. And this is a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. And with any luck and skill, more luck, you go back in through the same hole. Yep. That you went in the first time with your pokey tool. All right, now I can grab it, and we've got one more hole to go through. Okay, and again, don't, I almost pulled, I need some of that back. Okay, so now you got to go back through the middle again, and you want to not split your thread because you already went through this hole. And you want to come out through the same hole. Oh, nope. Same hole. But not split this thread. Okay. and you want to end up with your thread on the opposite side. I'll show you in just a minute. Let me push it through. I'm having a hard time gripping my needle today and pushing it. I can see I split that thread a little bit, but I think it's going to be okay. It will be okay. I have a goober in here too. I think it's a glue goober. Okay. Got the glue goober off. So now we're done with the needle. So you ended up with this long string, and you want these strings in between, on one on each side of that, and then you're just going, I take my clips off at this point so that it can center up all my papers. And then I pull. You don't want to pull too tight, but you want to pull, and I want to be careful because I know I split one of those threads. So I'm being extra careful, and you want to tie it, but I want to make sure that my inside is pretty tight. Okay, see, that's pretty tight. And now it doesn't matter if you open up your book all the way. Okay, so you just tie a knot. Over, under, over, something like that. Or I just do over and over and over and over and over. I do it about 3 or 4 times. Okay, I'll make 2 knots. And then I make empty promises about putting charms on. And so I'm just going to tie a bow. Last time I did a double bow. I don't know if I want anything on here. I did it in January, and it drove me nuts. If I'm going to put one, I need to put it up here. And I would have had to put an eyelet hole or something in before I sewed in the signature, and I always forget. So I'm not that worried about the danglies on the outside. I mean, if I want to clip something to it, I probably could make a hole right here and clip it down. But anyway, so that was the sewing in. Let's double check, make sure we have everything that looks right. It's not sticking over. Nothing sticking out. It's right to the edge. But we have, everything looks to be in the right place. Everything looks to be just as it should. There we go. Yeah, that was the other one I was worried about being upright, but it really didn't. Yeah, that one too. But some of them didn't matter. But the happy faces obviously did, and the rainbows, and so on and so forth. So, all right, we have a journal. And I'm going to put up this mess. And I could stop there, or I have a few minutes left. Let me find my ribbon bucket. And I want to see what I have. Ouch. I just stubbed my toe. Now look at this thread. This was some retro, that 70s yarn. It matches perfectly. Almost too perfectly. And I could easily use that. Or I could see, this is a turquoise, but it's not that teal. And I think it would cover up too much anyway. However, I do have this, which is fringy. And I think it might be cute. Right here. What do we think? I mean, it covers up. I could back it up a little bit so it doesn't cover up the words like that. I think that would be super cute. Let's get that string out of there so it doesn't get glued on there. Let's turn the bottle of Fabri-Tac over while we're thinking. Because what other options do I have? Although I really like that one. I have this one, which is like a small pom-pom version. I'm liking those tassels better, and I don't get to use those tassels as often. I have this boho rainbow that I used August of last year. Remember I did the boho rainbow theme? And it would go, because it has all those colors in it as well. I actually could put down both. I could put this. Do I want rainbows facing in or out? I think in. Now I could do this. No. I could do this like this. I want to be able to see this though. Not so much the words, the Essentially Charlie. I want to be able to see, because see, this would have been cute like that, but I mean, I could do that. Oh, that would be cute. The Ultimate Guide to Keeping It Real. Do I care if I cover that up? No, that would be cute. And then, okay, stay for just a second, stay. And then have this over it like that. What do we think about that? I would put that up a little bit so it covers up all those words, because I don't mind the words being there, but I don't want to cover up part of them. So how do we think that looks? I think it's cute. I do think it's cute. Okay, so let's do it. Let me get out my better scissors. Oops, I changed my drawers around so things aren't where they used to be. Okay, so that I want about this long. And I had all my ribbon together because I'm doing a fun project with somebody tomorrow. And you'll get to see the video. I don't know when you'll get to see the video. Well, I say tomorrow. When you're seeing this, it'll be today. So I think. Anyway, doing a fun project with somebody. And we are, it involves ribbon. So right off the bat, it's going to be fun. So I'm just putting a little zigzag of glue right here. And then I'm going to push it up underneath that as far as it will go. Okay, that Fabri-Tac sticks pretty quick too. Okay, I don't think this will peel up. It's a little over. Let me see if I can shave off that little bit. Okay, if not, I'll tack it down a little bit better on the end there. And then I want this to be right on the edge where we can still see that part of that rainbow. Okay. So I want that dotted glue to be right along this edge, or the little bead, the line of glue. Be right along that edge. And I have some serious glue boogers. I mean, I have seriously a blob of glue on the end of my nozzle there. Okay. I'm going to put it here. And let's see if that's straight. Sort of. You do lose that one check, that one row of darker coral color checks, but I like the fringe. We could have scooted it out a hair. We still can. Maybe. Did we scoot it straight? Okay, so now you can see that check. Yeah, I like that. that will work. Okay, so we got the cover finished. I'm gonna put this up. And I think it had tape on it. I can't remember, but it's going to now. So I have a random piece of tape laying here on my desk. And that, there we go. All right. So, needle up and back in the drawer so I don't step on the needle later. And where are we at on time? All right. Good deal, good deal. I'm putting up my good scissors. This looks like it's going uphill. It is a little bit, but it looked straight initially, and now it doesn't quite so much. But I like that. That was pretty. Except it does... Oh, I can move it down a little bit. It's still moving. But now it looks like a weeble wobble. It's okay. Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. But it matches all the colors. And we brought in the teal. And here we go. I think this will be fun. I did find it was a rainbow. It was at Walmart yesterday. It's a rainbow shaker sticker. And I wasn't sure where on here I could have put it. But I think looking back on it, it would have fit right here. But I'm not going back to Walmart to get it. So anyway, it was in like with the paper crafting and the stickers and stuff like that. And I don't even remember what colors it was. I don't know if it would match exactly. But anyway, I like this a lot. I'm very happy with it. I can't wait to work in it. Maybe do a pocket right here. I don't know. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this. And if you haven't bound a book before, I hope that you learned how. I hope that I wasn't too confusing. And if you are knowledgeable on how to do it, I hope you weren't too bored. So, but I don't want to assume that everybody knows how to do this, right? So I like to, while I'm doing it, I like to show it. And even though I've shown it before, I still like to show it from start to finish. And then these are my, I know I've shown you these. These are my numbers and days that are going in this book. And look at how well they're going to look. See that purple matched that purple just perfectly. I don't know if it's a Sunday, but anyway, I did them in different colors. And anyway, so I hope that you enjoyed this. I thank you for watching. And for all of those of you who have ordered printables, thank you so much. I still have not gotten the other ones in the shop yet. I will show them to you one more time. And I'm going to really, really honest and truly get them in my Etsy shop. Nobody has screamed at me yet, so I didn't figure there was a mad rush on them. But anyway, this is what they look like. They're similar with that kind of watercolor painterly rainbow look, but they just have the yellow, orange, green, and blue, and then these cute little sunshines and just some fun borders and whatnot. So, and then here's the days of the week. So these I will get in my Etsy shop, I'm hoping, before I post this video. I just haven't had time, and I've got 2 appointments today and running my mother-in-law around. And anyway, so there's been a lot, but I wanted to get this done. And I'm so happy because it is the 31st of July, and I have my August journal made, right? All right. Yay. I think that deserves a round of applause. Because if you've been here a while, it's been the 8th and the 4th and the 5th and I always start off a week behind, and I'm trying so hard not to do that. Now, I have not finished my July journal, but I will. And I will probably do another July, like, wrap up, finish up, journal with me video next. Well, you know, in the very near future, just to finish up those last few pages. So, anyway, I hope you had have a wonderful day, and I appreciate you so much. And y'all are wonderful, and I will see you in the next video. Y'all have a great day. Bye.